Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another one-star wrestling video. I am here once again with the green fucker, Jobu.
Hey, that's me.
Do the thing, fuck yeah. And it is currently 1:51 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the night of slash the night after WrestleMania. We're sitting here and we're thinking, hey, they had a draft last year. Don't think they're gonna do it this year because I think it got announced like right before Mania. We were thinking a draft could do the roster some real good right now. So we have both gathered 10 names. I think he took mainly WWE names, but I got a little fruity with mine, within reason, but I got a little fruity. Goddamn, excuse me. A little extra. And I think I've cooked. I don't know about him, but I've cooked.
I certainly believe you. Your choices are very obviously different from mine most times, so we'll see if you actually cooked or not.
At the very least, I have peak schizophrenic picking, so I at least make it kind of funny.
True.
All right. What do you just want to do, like my 10 versus your 10, or like we go back and forth pick by pick? I think back pick by pick would be good.
Yeah, pick by pick is definitely the play.
Who's the first? It's real funny. We made a whole Google Doc. We really don't need this Google Doc.
Right?
Nah, whatever. All right, who's your first pick? Who are you bringing? By the way, he is
All right.
representing Raw. I'm representing SmackDown.
All right. So my first pick is the Scottish psychopath and WrestleMania victor Claymore. You know, the
Sorry,
Claymore man,
Claymore.
Drew McIntyre. Yes.
There you go. Fucking deep cut there. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not awful. Are you just picking it because you want to give him something new to do, or like what's the point slash vibe there?
He should have never been away from the World Heavyweight Championship.
Okay, that's fair. You're bringing him to SmackDown, which very technically has the WWE title, so you're taking him away from that World Heavyweight title.
No, no, I'm taking him away from SmackDown and putting him on Raw,
Oh
dingus.
wait, yeah, big brain, large brain.
Well done.
My first pick, I've got kind of a lot of my picks are thinking for the future. I'm setting them up specifically for things. I'm gonna grab arguably a name that's just as big, if not bigger. I would like to grab Seth Rollins because I think post Mania we don't need. I feel like we really don't need any more Punk versus Rollins. I think Reigns versus Rollins could use a quick break before the eventual one-on-one, probably at SummerSlam. Have Rollins go to SmackDown with a head full of steam and start just tearing down the house, working towards getting into that world title scene. Because we know the world title scene in the immediate future is going to be probably the Cody rematch, possibly a second Cody rematch. But I want to build Seth Rollins into eventually going for that world title on SmackDown.
Exactly. All right. So my next pick is the Raw tag team division is just absolutely awful right now. It's the New Day, the Viking Experience, or whatever they are now, and kind of just a bunch of mishmash. So I'm poaching some of the tag team talent from SmackDown. My first poll is the Motor City Machine Guns.
God damn, my babies.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to hold them real quick.
It's real funny that you mentioned tag teams because I have two tag team picks. The first one, it's a very obvious call up that's going to happen, and if they don't do this call up, they're fucking stupid. Nathan Frazier and Axiom, Firaxium, coming over to SmackDown.
Oh, with the first call up of the draft, I see how it is.
Oh yeah, they are so fucking underrated. It is obscene. Like the fact that they haven't been called up. Like obviously they had the tag titles, but we've seen NXT people on Raw before, SmackDown before, Kevin Owens.
Right. Well, if we're gonna do our call ups now and get them out of the way, then I'm gonna do my call up that I have. And the obvious pick you would think would be to call up Trick Williams, but I don't. He's better on NXT, I think, right now.
He
You know
very
who
much,
does?
yeah.
Yeah, but you know who does need to be on the main roster? No, seriously, I want you to guess. Who do you think belongs on the main roster?
Taking a quick stare at NXT, I would probably have to say, uh, fucking. If we're thinking women, Jordan Grace needs to skip NXT. If we're thinking men, Ethan Page comes to mind immediately.
I was going to have Ethan Page take the title from Obafemi and bring the big man up.
Ooh, big smart, big smart. You're doing a double-edged sword, taking the belt off someone too. I like that.
Yeah. So
Oh,
either draft him and have him relinquish it, or just have someone take it from him first. But either way, Obafemi's coming to the big show.
I like that. I like that. Please God, not the Big Show. Well,
Well,
I like that. I like how we're also kind of bouncing back and forth because I can build off of your pick. I'm also picking someone in the kind of in the same idea. You mentioned Obafemi. I think you called him a big man.
yeah.
SmackDown really needs some proper big men. You look at SmackDown, the most we got for big men is Damian Priest, who I barely count as a big man. Like he's tall as fuck, but he ain't a big guy, you know. And
Mhm.
uh, and, and Braun Strowman, but Braun Strowman also kind of shows up whenever. We need
Right.
we need not only a big man, but we need someone who can sort of they need to work somewhere besides where they've been working for years and years because it's obviously not working. And this could very much be a failed experiment, but I think it could be at the very least an interesting experiment. I'm actually grabbing someone from TNA. This was the fruity thing I was talking about. I'm
Oh, are we?
grabbing.
I didn't know we were opening TNA up here.
Hey, we can open up TNA. This is just my one here, but if you want to grab a TNA too, this is someone who has kind of struggled for the longest time, and I don't think he could ever be a world champion. But he could provide some interesting matchups. I think if they got the ball rolling, got him in the PC. Mahabali Shera,
I don't hate it.
because he is very much somebody who I'll just be completely honest with you, fucking blows. But I feel like it's because he's been in the TNA shuffle for what 10 years now. Like he used to be a part of the fucking Beatdown Clan with James Storm way back in like fucking GFW TNA era.
Right.
Like he needs to go somewhere else if he wants to get any better. In fact, according to Cage Match, I don't think he's even been in a match in 2025 yet. So shove him into the PC, give him some time to cook.
I like it. I like it. I'm gonna go off your pick because I wasn't looking at the TNA roster before, but now I am. Also, didn't realize he was on the TNA roster now, which is very cool.
Oh God,
Las Vegas native and Las Vegas indie god Hammerstone.
I forgot Hammerstone was there. That okay? That's a
I
good pick.
I didn't know what to start with, but I
I
am a big mark for Hammerstone
I think
because
he actually just ended his TNA thing too. This is just according to SmackDown Hotel that I grabbed from.
he's a huge Vegas indie star here,
He would
and
do
I've actually
so
met
well.
him. He's very cool. Yeah.
He would do really good on Raw, I think, because looking at Raw, you could put him with Braun Breaker, you could put him with Bronson Reed upon his return. A Gunther match would sell
Yep.
seats.
Yep.
That's really good. That's real good. I'm gonna do a left field pick now. You're
Mhm.
this needs all the preface in the world because of who it is. WWE recently has been sending people out pretty much to do whatever the fuck they want because Triple H realizes, hey, company collaborations are great. This wrestler recently went down to GCW to have a little fuck around time, and they did really well. People got their eyes open and were like, holy shit, this is actually great. And I
Are you
feel
about
like,
to drop the Nepo baby?
and, and I think WWE realizes that if you actually let a person control what they want to do and give them the reins instead of trying to force them into a role, they can do something decent. So I don't think it'd be anything too crazy. I'm not thinking titles. I'm just thinking put her back on television. I'm thinking Natalia on NXT could be
You
pretty interesting.
you drafted the Nepo baby.
No, but Natalia over in GCW, that was a great fucking match. Is that a conventional wrestling match like WWE would do? No. But SmackDown very much is in more of a not classic, but older wrestlers in terms of the women's wrestling. Like we have Candice LeRae, who's been around for longer than you think. We have Zelina Vega, Naomi, Bianca Belair, and Alexa Bliss. More so Alexa Bliss in that realm. It's a lot of the wrestlers who have been around for longer. I feel like if you put Natalia with them as opposed to new wrestlers, she will come off as a lot better because she would be wrestling people who are around for some of these people the Divas era, like Naomi and Zelina Vega. They were around for the the ass end of that era. So it's not a sense of like, hey, Natalia needs to take a fucking Hurricane Rana driver or anything crazy.
Yeah. Cannot believe you drafted the original Nepo baby, before Charlotte was even an idea. Like her entire career started because she was Anvil's daughter, and the
Yeah,
and the prodigal daughter of the Hart Foundation.
yeah.
All right, so the next one I'm grabbing is this is kind of what you were talking about you don't need a hundred main eventers on one show. You need complementary pieces. And as much as people want him to be a single star, it's just never going to happen. I'm bringing Big Jim back with his brother Jay on Raw.
Hey, hell yeah.
Like it just some people are just meant to be tag team wrestlers, and the Usos like Jay is good and all. Like he can be main event, but just he's never going to be as good without his brother.
He really does need that. That not foil, that complimentary piece. You said it perfectly. Jimmy Uso
Yeah,
is oddly enough next to Mr. Yeats, the best hype man you could possibly have.
exactly.
Um, we're talking about you don't need a bunch of main eventers. I'm taking somebody who arguably the biggest main event women's wrestler of the past, I'd say 5 years. She just had a she has held pretty much every women's title that can possibly be held, but I think it's time for her to chase a belt that she technically hasn't won, very technically because I like to change the name of belts all the time. I would love to see her face Tiffany Stratton for her championship at an upcoming pay-per-view. I'm bringing in Rhea Bloody Ripley.
Neat,
That's it. Just neat.
right? I don't know. You're gonna have to talk to the people at Netflix about taking their pride and joy from them. So
True, yeah, true.
true. All right. So let's see here. See, SmackDown has a bunch of people that just are not used correctly,
I like
which is the
both of the
problem here.
rosters. They're really fucking weird, actually.
Yeah, but I think this guy could do a lot better on the rougher presentation of Netflix Raw than Network SmackDown. I'm bringing Evil Sith Shinsuke Nakamura.
Well, that's great, actually. I support the hell out of that.
Right? Because
Shinsuke needs an environment where he can thrive more on a character level than a, I guess, performance level, and SmackDown feels very performance heavy right now.
exactly.
Um, I I guess I was gonna try and make a good connection there, but I got nothing. I'm just gonna my own little tangent here. Somebody who could have swore was called up, but apparently isn't, could really bring a fucking fantastic edge to the women's division. Excuse me,
You
this is my
drafted Edge. What?
right. No, somebody who I feel could really like put some spit on the women's division in terms of rivalries and new matchups. Roxanne Perez from NXT.
Excellent poll. Excellent poll.
I could have swore she was already drafted because wasn't she in the Elimination Chamber? But according to SmackDown Hotel, she's an NXT talent.
Yeah. All right. So, like I said, I was reaching into the SmackDown Tag Team reserves because Raw is kind of dookie, and technically half this tag team is injured right now. But I'm gonna claim them anyway. It's time to split up the fake bloodline, and it's time for the Gorillas to come to Raw.
Ooh, I that'd be really good. Yeah, the Guerrillas of Destruction versus New Day. Like that's money. Like you could have them both tween.
Yep.
Damn, that's really good. All right, I guess I'm following up with a tag team pick of my own. This is a team you would not believe that one of the members of this team has been around for fucking for as long as they goddamn have. These people have been around since 2016. I am bringing in. I was mainly wanting to bring in one person, but they're part of a team, so I'm trying to find him on SmackDown Hotel, and it's really. What if I just search for him? Fucking great prepared streamer and YouTuber here.
In it.
Okay, okay. I am bringing in the trio, but basically a tag team. The trio of Gallus, Wolfgang, and the Coffee Brothers. These guys have been around for damn near 10 years, middling around in NXT UK, NXT. They have never touched the main roster. Wolfgang, at the very least, is a great hand that could really help out a lot of these younger teams on SmackDown. SmackDown really is mainly younger teams. I mean, you have well, not even younger teams, just teams that haven't been. I don't know where I'm going with that. I don't know where the fuck I'm going with that. Just give me fucking Gallus. Fuck you. Give me Gallus. That's.
All right.
I was trying to sound
Editor.
so
Edit.
smart.
Edit note there.
No, don't even edit note devs. Fuck, bring it, leave it all in. Fuck it.
All right.
We'll
Fair
do it
enough.
live.
All right. So I have to take a little bit of eye candy from you,
Oh God.
and I, you know what? It says she's on the roster, but haven't really seen her. But the mental thought of her and Liv Morgan having a program and a match just does things to me.
I hate
It's
that.
time for yeah, it's time for Alexa Bliss time
I
on Raw.
fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. That would be
Just a
good.
match between little tiny Alexa Bliss and little tiny Liv Morgan. Just make female cruiserweights great again.
Yeah, that would be proper solid.
Yeah.
Um, he just had a win at Mania. I think it'd be really cool for him to just fuck around with somebody, and it would be really cool to just bring him in, have him be super cocky, and get squashed by Mr. Jacob Fatu. Bring Logan Paul over to SmackDown just to play the cocky guy to get smashed by current champion to give that champion some legitimacy. Logan is not afraid of taking losses. He's very much for the business. Have
Hey
Jacob beat the fuck out
yo.
of him.
I can't tell if he asked to change his music or if he got deaf rippled, but his new music is it's him, but it's also worse.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. You've done a bunch of call ups, so I really feel that I need to make one here.
I made 3 call-ups, yeah, and the TNA guy.
Yeah. Um. Let's see here. This I'm kind of at the end of the thing here, so I'm kind of just riffing a little bit. But I kind of think I just I wish he wasn't as injury prone, but there is not a lot of like powerhouse women on the main roster. I want to see Nikita Lyons come up.
Ooh, Nikita. I was thinking about that, but I wasn't entirely sure if I wanted to go that route. I like that.
Yeah.
Nikita
Like I said,
Lyons very much is the epitome of what new wrestling is. Like it's very much the more so semi-alternative but alternative look. It's the newer type of wrestler that also calls back to classic.
exactly. Like other than Nia Jax and Jordan Grace, like what like and maybe Piper Niven. What like big powerhouse women are on the roster right now?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
And they're both on SmackDown too. Piper and Nia Jax, they're both there.
exactly. And Piper is in a sidekick manager role and Nia Jax is in catering. So what's the point?
Real talk though, shout out to her current sidekick role because it is very fun with Chelsea Green.
Oh, absolutely.
Fucking banger after banger after banger.
Yep, yep.
My second to last pick It's pretty much just because, hey, fuck it. He hasn't been on SmackDown outside of being in a faction or tag team, I think ever. Give him a singles run on SmackDown. Sami Zayn.
That's very rude. I like Sammy.
I'm pretty sure his only SmackDown involvement was as part of the Bloodline.
Yeah.
Just fucking throw him on SmackDown and have him face like fucking give him some obligatory Drew McIntyre I hate you bullshit. Have him fuck around with the Miz.
Yeah. I see it. So to close out my draft picks, let's see. I have two I'm deciding between here. I can either take another of the tag teams, or I can take an established talent that needs to be away from the WWE title.
Do both. I'm not
And
gonna
I
stop you.
and I think I'm going to take the upper mid card workhorse. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh, that's spicy. That's very spicy. I fuck with that.
Yeah.
I what are you gonna do with him though? That's the real question.
I'm gonna put him on the mic and have him carry the Intercontinental title for a while.
That's fair. That's fair. My last pick. This guy is on the last end of his career. It could be literally any second he wakes up and cracks his back wrong and it's over. It could be he just decides, I've done it all and it's over. I want to see him do one last tag team run with a wrestler that makes for a really funny tag team name. Give me Rey Mysterio on SmackDown. Have him team with Rey Phoenix, Dos Reyes or something like that, like Double Kings. Like Rey is never gonna have another like big main event run. I'd really prefer if he didn't have another Dominic run for at least another year or when we know it's his last run. Bring him
Right.
over there. Get rid of the LWO as well. Like just have Joaquin Wild, um, Cruz del Toro, and everybody there. Just have them be their own team. Get rid of the LWO thing. Have Ray go do this tag team. Maybe get a tag title run out of him and just fucking call that a night.
An LA night, one would say.
You fucking
Yeah.
piece of shit. All right. Was there anybody who, in general, came to your mind that you wanted to grab that you just couldn't even like figure out what to do with, or one reason or another?
Um. Yeah, I said I went back and forth on Ethan Page, and I decided to keep him in NXT for a little while. I want to keep the ex AEW guys in NXT for a little while. So Starks, Page, Sean Spears. I want I want to keep them in NXT for a while, so people just don't just say, "Oh, they just poached them for ratings and stuff." No,
That's
and
fair.
like I didn't want to split up the D'Angelo family yet. I like them down there. I think they're a main roster bust. I really do.
They are really much going to be a victim of their own what's it called? Victim of their own gimmick.
They're a victim of their own gimmick. Yeah, the mobster just I don't think will play on the main roster.
Absolutely not. I
I don't think Lexus King's ready yet. I don't think I definitely don't think any of the women are ready yet. I mean, Shawn Michaels gets really good female talent, but it really struggles to develop them for the main roster. That's
yeah,
kind of, you saw it with Roxanne Perez. Like she had a really long reign, but was there anything memorable about the reign other than it was just long?
yeah, you got it right on the money there. There were a couple like deeper indie cuts who I considered bringing over, but a lot of it was either age, so WWE wouldn't be interested, or there was just nothing for them to do. Like Chavo Guerrero, last run in WWE would be cool, but what's he gonna fucking do, especially at 54? I was thinking of Angelina Love. She's 43. WWE doesn't really like to play with the older women there, which is an insane sentence to say, but you know what I mean. Uh,
You know,
Mil Mil
honestly,
Mil Mertez came to mind.
eh, I actually got something for Chavo.
Oh God, what would you do with Chavo?
Stick him with Dom.
Actually,
Put
actually
him
based.
break Dom off from Judgment Day. Say All of you lost at WrestleMania except for me. I'm bigger than the group now. Viva la raza! In comes Chavo.
That actually goes crazy. All right, well that's the video, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hopefully gonna have this uploaded 421 at like noon or some shit. Thank you guys for watching. More one-star wrestling content sure to come, either with myself or this green fucker, or maybe another guest. Because this channel is doing really fucking well for some reason. Be sure to leave a like, comment, yell at us for our shitty opinions like you did with the WrestleMania video. That was real funny. And I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.